welcome back, Sham. It's great to have you back on the pod. Here to discuss the Arsenal United game. Obviously, we've had you on before to talk about United. You're a big United fan, so we're hoping that you're going to give, well, I'm hoping that you're going to give Alma a bit of stick today. I know the game wasn't great, but yeah.
Yeah, we always give Alma a bit of stick. I mean, Arsenal languishing down in, 10th or something or 9th?
Listen, we're 8th now, so...
Well, you should stay up.
Well, listen, it's a big progression over the month. We were facing relegation about a month ago, so...
Oh, mate, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. The funniest thing was that your shit form started when you beat us at Old Trafford, and then we ended up getting top of the league.
Yeah, but you lot have fallen off since then, so it's even better for us.
I wouldn't say fallen off, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty, bad as a
Listen, 1 point in 6. You should have got. I reckon you should have beaten Sheffield, and before we even get to the Arsenal game, we should talk about the Sheffield game, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I was going to
talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, before we start, and those 2 words are Sheffield United. And we just want to know if you want to explain what happened, or it's a bit of a shocker, that one.
I think it's a complete anomaly. It's just didn't see it coming, but we looked lethargic. I think we were still on a high from beating Liverpool Cup. We turned up and we thought we were just going to beat them without trying. And fair play, Sheffield United defended really well. They hit us on the break a couple of times, and actually we had a goal ruled out for offside. Martial's goal was should have stood at 1-0, but no excuses. We deserved to lose, and ordinarily a point at Arsenal would have been a good result, but I think because we lost that game on Wednesday, it wasn't a good result for us today. Again, disappointing with tonight's game. I was expecting goals. I was expecting a reaction from United after the Sheffield United game. I thought we'd go to the Emirates and put on a bit of a show, given that, Arsenal's home form has been a bit up and down. We've lost a few games. You turned it around a little bit recently, but I thought we could get out here and score a few goals, but it just the game never really took off. There was a couple of chances. I mean, Cavani could have got a winner right at the end. Hit the post.
Yeah.
Was it the bar?
Crossbar, yeah.
But it was dire, man.
I think, especially with the team when we have, 3 of our best players out, you lot should have come here and probably taken the 3 points. But Cavani, I mean, that guy needs like 10 chances to score 1 goal. It's unbelievable.
I think he still scores more goals than Aubameyang.
Listen, we can't talk about Aubameyang still got more goals than Martial, so it's
it's the battle of the shit strikers.
Can I jump in with Team Bruno?
No, I mean it was a bit of a flat game. I mean, to be fair, there were chances either end, but I mean, it looked like both teams were a bit cagey. There was no energy to. Nobody was really pressing for that goal. It was almost a bit like, let's just sit back a bit, let them play. I think for us as an Arsenal fan, I'll take the 1 point, given that we had a couple of players out. But other than that, it's just 1 point we move on, really.
It's a better result for you guys, definitely. I mean, we're second in the league, looking to close the gap on City. And I don't think we are going to close the gap, especially without that. But, this was an opportunity just to put a little bit more pressure on and also bounce back from a bad result. Ordinarily, I would have taken a draw at Arsenal, but given what happened in the week, we had to win today. And I think we let us down. I think you guys are there for the taking.
For United, really. You haven't been that great this season. You just squeezed out a few wins here and there. I'll be honest, this title challenge that you lot are mounting isn't really a title challenge, let's be honest.
Well, unbeaten away from home. 17 games undefeated.
Listen, if you want to win the league, you got to make Old Trafford a fortress again, and it's clearly, every team comes to Old Trafford thinking we're going to get a win here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, teams don't fear coming to Old Trafford. It's been like that for a while. But I think we turned it around, barring midweek, we turned it around a bit at home. You know, we lost our first, I think we lost 3 out of 4 in the first, 4 home games. And then since then, we hadn't lost since you lot beat us. And we've gone on a good run. Undefeated away from home is massive. And as I said on your last podcast, United will be in the title race, and we are. I'm not sure.
He's got a bit of a target on his back. Like today, you saw Cedric went on him, Xhaka went in a couple of times.
Yeah, Xhaka took him out in the first half. That was I can't remember whether he got booked or not. It was different. Should have at least been a book.
Fernandes is lucky. If that's Xhaka the other way around, Xhaka gets VAR probably checks that and Xhaka gets a red for that. Fernandes is going to put he stepped down on his Achilles.
Yeah, but Xhaka's got a reputation. He's quite high, isn't he?
Fernandes is building up a reputation for being a little soft baby. That's what he's doing.
Fernandes is. I mean, Ricks, you know what it was like for Hazard when he was in the Premier League and he used to get fouled. He was a marked man. And Fernandes is a different type of player. But for me, this season, he's been the most effective player in the Premier League. I think he's been better than even De Bruyne, for example, this year. I'm not saying he's a better player than De Bruyne, but form-wise, he should be up there for Player of the Year. With the goals he scores, the assists he gets, the influence he has on the games. And actually, the reason we progressed this year is because of his, the infectious kind of personality he's got in the team. He makes others play better. I mean, and then you look at players like Luke Shaw, who, has improved massively in the last few weeks. Fitness is better. He's running more. End product seems good. He ran the show against Liverpool at Anfield the other day. And I think that was a mistake not to play him in midweek when you're in such a good run of form. To then take him out of the team, you're disrupting the flow of the team.
I would say if you choose any other player than Fernandes, it'd have to be Shaw. I think he's been the other standout player for you so far this season. And compared to last season, where he looked overweight and just shit, he's much better.
He looked like a lost cause, and he has looked like a lost cause for a while since he got that terrible injury a few years ago in the Champions League. But this season, he's come back.
In all fairness, he still looks overweight, but
he's trimmed down now. Trimmed down.
Yeah, I think Solskjaer's done well. It's weird because, like Arteta, a few months ago, we were talking about Solskjaer getting the sack, Arteta getting the sack. And who goes and gets the sack? Bloody Lampard.
That's brilliant.
But yes, it's funny how quickly this season has gone from highs to lows and up and down. But yeah, you mentioned injury. Sure. Obviously, there was an injury in Arsenal's lineup. Saka was a big missing. Personally, I feel that made a big difference to your whole game today, Amar. I don't know what you made of it without having him.
The thing with Saka is he's so young, but he brings balance to the team. And I think even him and Tierney, like if Aubameyang, I know Aubameyang's a star player who's missing, but Tierney and Saka were a big miss. And I think if we had those players, it would have been a slightly different game because I think technically we probably would have been a bit better. So I think in transitions we would have got across better.
Yeah, I was glad to see Saka not playing. I think he's a really good player. I think it would have caused us a few problems, definitely. But having said that, I thought we, defensively we were very good. Maguire and Wan-Bissaka made very good blocks in the second half. I think one on Pepe. Was it Maguire on Pepe? That was going into the back of the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saka would have caused a few problems. I was glad he didn't play. And then also for us, McTominay got injured in the first half as well. He's an important player for us. I thought he could have, held it up and maybe given us a better performance in the second half.
Yeah, I think McTominay, he started the game really well as well. That's the thing. He looked composed on the ball. He was moving it around a lot. But Obviously, I think he had a bad stomach or something like that. I don't know. Speaking of shit, Amar, you got anything to say about Wilian?
Man, this seems to be like a weekly rant now on Wilian. And when he came I can't believe it. I generally thought that, especially at the beginning of the season, Ricky mentioned, he goes, listen, you're going to be frustrated with him by the end, not even by the end of his career, but we're like 6 months into his career and he's here on a 3-year deal. So I don't know, man. I've got no words anymore. I think I've lost the words to describe how shit he is.
I don't get it. He was obviously for years at Chelsea, such a good player and like so dangerous, and then he's just suddenly become like shit. He's gone to Arsenal. It's just, I don't know what's happened to him.
I'm looking at Ricky's face and he's sitting there smiling with it, like he's got a stupid grin on. And
I was happy when he came on in the second half. I was like, Wilian's coming on, brilliant. Okay, yeah. They're all walking the park.
I think there was a collective groan from all the Arsenal fans when they saw Wilian like getting on at half time. The best bit was they brought him on to Kane's music. The rest of Kane came on. They came on to Kane's music, and he had no effect at all. It was brilliant.
Unless I thought he might do a Kane unmasked and turn into this brilliant player. And
Saka underneath pulls off the mask.
Oh man, he's frustrating. I think it's probably a learning curve for the club to realise not to buy anybody older than he's 31. He's so bad.
Well, just don't sign anyone from Chelsea.
Or just don't sign anyone from Chelsea unless they're under 25.
Yeah, David Luiz as well. David Luiz.
Man of the match today. So
man of the match.
Yeah, how was that? I mean, I thought the guy was pretty good, to be fair.
I think the only reason Luiz got man of the match is because Gary Neville really liked his celebration when he blocked that free kick. And that was the only reason he got it.
I think Gary Neville was trying to show that he's not trying to be unbiased. Yeah.
I think you know how Gary Neville's biased. Yeah, you know how Gary Neville can't stop talking. When Lacazette took that free kick, he just went quiet for a good 5 minutes. He didn't say anything. We've got the best academy in the league, for sure.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
You got a couple of decent youngsters there, but I mean, nothing amazing. I mean, Martinelli's good. Saka's good.
Smith Rowe's a good one.
Oh yeah, he's decent. That's it.
Reece Nelson, still got a couple others.
Reece Nelson. We were talking about Nelson earlier, and you were saying, "Yeah, I don't think he's got a future at Arsenal." So I don't know what you're on about.
He needs a loan spell. It'll be all right.
I think the beer's gone to your head, Amar, man.
I know this is a good Bruno.
Amar, none of them better than Mason Greenwood.
Who?
Mason Greenwood.
Nah, that guy. I don't know. You know what? He is good, but it's too early for him. Yeah, I know. It's hard to say, but he's a good finisher. He reminds me of I think Ricky mentioned earlier Van Persie, the way he finishes.
Yeah, the technique is brilliant. Yeah, it is like Van Persie. But I mean, he scored over 20 goals for us. He's only 18.
I mean,
he's pretty decent. Better than Martinelli at Arsenal.
He's better than Martial at United. So.
Last time you came on the pod, Sham, you gave us your top 4 predictions, and you made the bold statement that United are title contenders. That kind of hit the mark a bit, I guess. We give you that round of applause. But seeing as you're here again, do you want to give us an updated prediction? Who's going to win the title? Who's going to finish in the top 4?
Oh, mate, the amount of stick that you guys gave me about that United title race, you had a laugh for 50, and then we were top of the league last week. We're in this title race. Top 4. I'd never said we were going to win it, but I think Man City will win the league. I think they're going to run away with it. I think at least I'm going to make another bold prediction. I think at least 10 points clear at the end of the season, Man City.
Wow.
Followed by United. I think we're going to finish second. I think obviously top 4 is going to be tight because there's so many teams that finish top 4. So go City, United. I think Liverpool third, and fourth, just to annoy Anna, I'm going to say Spurs.
We go then. This is our quick fire round. Question 1: Manchester, blue or red?
Red.
Rooney or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
New Camp 98-99 or Moscow 08-09?
You can 98-99.
Van Gaal or Mourinho?
Mourinho. Oh shit! No, Van Gaal.
Who was worse, Kleberson or Jemba Jemba?
Jemba.
Who wins in a scrap, Roy Keane or Patrick Vieira?
Kino. All day.
Who loses their job first, Solskjaer or Arteta?
Arteta.
This one's a good one.
Would you rather look like Phil Jones or play like Phil Jones?
That's a joke. Play like Phil Jones.
Man United, Red Devils or Striped Zebras?
Oh,
Would you
That's
rather
the line that Phil Jones on.
Oh no. He's still got him in stitches.
We've caught him out a few times already. It's good.
Oh no. All right, let's go back again. Would you rather have Berbatov's touch or RVP's left foot?
RVP's left foot.
Would you rather play five-a-side with Paul Scholes or David Beckham?
Scholes.
Ooh. Would you rather win the league at Anfield or win the league at the Emirates?
Win the league at Anfield.
I was going to say that's a bit of a silly one. No one wants to win it at the Emirates. Not even you lot. Favorite player currently playing in the Premier League but not at United?
Oh, what, you're just asking me?
Yeah, sorry. Your favorite player, Premier League player, but not a United player.
Oh, De Bruyne.
Who's got the brighter future, Greenwood or Saka?
Greenwood.
This is the last question. This is the last question now. Yeah, this determines if you come back on the pod again or not. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Arsenal or Chelsea?
Oh, come on, man. Neither.
You got our answer. You're on the clock.
You know, God, I don't know. That's Chelsea.
Oh,
Nice to see there's some family loyalty there.
Yeah. I don't like Chelsea, by the way.
You made it through. Those are your 15 quickfire questions. We did catch you out a few times there, which I'm glad.
I think Sham's still laughing about Phil Jones's face.
Brilliant.
That was a good one. So I think we'll wrap things up there, guys. Thanks for joining us again, Sham. It's been great having you on again.
Thanks for having me. Cheers, guys.
Shame about the result. We didn't have much to talk about the game, but we had a good laugh, and we found out some funny things about you in the quickfire round. So
that was difficult, man. The quickfire round. It's just
catches you off guard.
Yeah. Didn't get a chance to process some of these questions.
Sham, we'll try and get you on at the end of the season when United aren't in the top 4. That'll be brilliant then.
You wish. Cool. Now, cheers for having me, guys.
Thanks for coming on, man.